You may be seated. Welcome, and thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate the graduation of our talented students. While additional guests are ushered to their seats, please enjoy a special musical selection, the Manatee Lyric Overture, played by our own State College of Florida Symphony Orchestra. President Probsfield, member of the Board of Trustees, friends, and honored guests, our graduates and guests have assembled. This convocation is now in session. Please rise and join the State College of Florida Chamber Choir in the singing of the national anthem, followed by the opening invocation provided by our campus ministry chaplain, Reverend Jennifer Potter Buff.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there, was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Holy and gracious God, we give thanks for the opportunity to gather tonight to celebrate the culmination of so many years of hard work, determination, and commitment. As we recognize our graduates tonight, we also pause to give thanks for the family and friends, teachers and staff and mentors, and so many along the way who have encouraged, who have helped, who have celebrated. We pray that tonight we might all be encouraged and inspired to be lifelong learners. And we pray that we might all build our lives on the gifts of knowledge, wisdom, and love. Amen. Please be seated.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Carol F. Probsfield, the 6th president of the State College of Florida. To students, she's Dr. P. We know how much she cares about our education and our individual development because we see her at all of our performances. She meets with us and asks us frequently what the college can do better to help us. With Dr. P and SCF's outstanding faculty, we know we're getting the best education we can get and are on track for a great future. Thank you, Dr. Probsfield.
Thank you, Shelton, and good evening to everyone. On behalf of the SCF District Board of Trustees, faculty, students, and staff, it's my privilege to welcome you to the Spring 2016 commencement ceremony of the State College of Florida, Manatee-Sarasota. For the students, this ceremony represents a beginning. But for those of us at the college, it brings a sense of accomplishment as we fulfill our mission to graduate students who are prepared to advance in rewarding careers and to pursue upper-level degrees here at SCF or at other institutions. These graduates embody our vision that with an SCF education, you can get anywhere from here. As the area's first and largest institution of higher education, it has been our privilege to applaud more than 45,000 graduates in our 59-year history. Every degree we bestow is both a singular achievement and a milestone for the college, the graduates, and their families. It's an exciting time to be part of the State College of Florida. We're about to begin construction on a new library and learning center on our Bradenton campus. This spring, we announced an innovative partnership with the University of Florida, which will bring engineering programs to our Venice campus. Our recent accomplishments and new partnerships reflect a deep synergy with the college's administration, faculty, and staff. These relationships are among the college's greatest competitive advantages, allowing us to rapidly adapt and create curriculum, programs, and services to meet the area's changing needs. The constant factor for more than half a century, whether as MJC, MCC, or SCF, continues to be the impact our exceptional faculty and staff and their unwavering commitment to our outstanding students. Our professors bring a passion for teaching to the classroom, and thanks to them, our students are consistently recognized among the state's highest performers. These graduates have proudly carried that tradition forward. You have achieved academic honors at the national, regional, and state levels. I could not be more proud. I always enjoy boasting about the amazing students we have at SCF, but none of this is possible without the most professional and dedicated faculty in the Florida college system. By these students' own words, their success and accomplishments are due to faculty that challenged them in the classroom and inspired them to pursue knowledge. The secret to SCF's success is our faculty, who are not only committed to higher education, but uniquely committed to our students and our college. Tonight, our graduates recognize and honor the powerful influence our excellent faculty members have in their lives. I now ask the faculty to stand, and I invite the audience to join me in a round of applause for SCF's finest, our faculty. Tonight's ceremony is the largest in the college history, with more graduates than ever choosing to walk across this stage to receive their diploma. Also included are graduates who are family members of SCF faculty and staff, which underscores our entire college family's deep commitment to and confidence in our quality education. SCF is a proudly diverse college that embraces men and women of different ages, races, and nationalities that come to SCF from around the region, state, nation, and world. The enthusiastic presence here tonight of so many families and friends demonstrates the collective dedication, participation, and assistance behind every degree awarded. Will the family and friends of our graduates please stand so we can recognize your support and contributions to making this special day? Thank you. Now, please allow me to introduce tonight's student speaker, Catherine Brown. Catherine is one of 4 SCF students named to the 2016 All-Florida Academic Team, designed to recognize the most outstanding students in the Florida college system based on academic achievement, leadership, and community service. She served as the Chief Justice with the Student Government Association on our Venice campus and Vice President of Scholarships for the Venice chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Catherine is committed to helping other students succeed and tutors in the Venice Campus Academic Resource Center. She plans to transfer to the University of Florida to study biology and eventually attend medical school. Please join me in a warm welcome for our 2016 commencement speaker, Ms. Catherine Brown.
A little short. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. This is a powerful phrase from Oscar Wilde, an Irish playwright, whose words could not be more vague, yet so deep. Every person here tonight has their own story, background, and goals, each with your own passions, futures, and your fair share of mistakes. All of us here today decided that we wanted something more, that we recognized what we wanted to do and took the necessary steps to get there. Whether that more is graduating with an associate's in arts degrees or a bachelorette degree, or maybe many of you wish to continue your education at a university. There are all things we have in common. We are strong, intelligent, and a very driven group of individuals. We are the current future. We all share a willingness to be exposed to learning and to its environment. And it is that continued willingness and dedication that got us here tonight. Also, our most unifying trait is that we chose SCF to start our journey because we knew we could get anywhere from here. I began my enrollment at the State College of Florida in the fall of 2013. Since then, I've attended several classes at all 3 campuses, and my experience at each has been nothing short of extraordinary. I've found learning not only in my lectures, but with the students I shared classrooms with as well. Everyone brings something new to the academic learning table. That it has been through our group study sessions at the ARC, led by our awesome tutors, or at the library, or at the local watering hole, also known as Starbucks, that we worked hard together and studied for exams or assignments. Some of which might present opportunities before you. And one thing that I've learned at SCF is that when opportunity presents itself, greet it with a firm handshake and a warm smile. Take advantage of the resources that are at your leisure and help others around you strive for that same level of excellence. Because years from now, you won't want to look back and think, man, I really wish I should have done that. Instead, you're going to look back and think, wow, I'm glad that I took the opportunities, embraced them, and did something fantastic. In addition to our wonderful peers, many of us look back and are thankful for those special people that pushed you further, inspired you, or influenced you on your path here at SCF. For me, it was the leadership and guidance from some of my professors that undoubtedly opened doors to passions I did not know I had and showed me paths which I did not think I could venture on. And the love and support of my family and my best friend Carla, who even today is up here on this stage with me. She shared almost every single class with me and has helped me push forward when all my assignments, exams, or applications would get too much for me. To my biology professor, Mr. Swanson, whose fervor for teaching and slime molds sparked a passion in me for biology that I didn't know I had. He not only taught me everything from the long process of DNA replication to the many phyla of organisms, including slime molds, but also how vast and interesting the world really is, and sometimes you need to go out and see it for yourself. To my math professor, Professor Headley, who taught me not everything from trigonometry to calculus, that in the real world, critical thinking can take you a very long way. They taught me to not be afraid of failure, and that no one is an overnight success. In fact, Joseph Campbell said, if you're falling, dive in. Persevere and stay strong. Take the knowledge you've gained, pick yourself up, and try again. I mean, I took a swing at calculus 2 times before I passed it the 3rd time. You just can't give in. Some of the most successful people have a never give in mentality, and it works powerfully. Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before creating the commercial light bulb. Can you imagine? Taking calculus 10,000 times. These skills are what got us here today. To the work we're going to take with us, too, to the workplace or continuing on to university. We're saying goodbye to today as we step forward into tomorrow. As Joseph Campbell would say, follow your bliss, because this is where the wonder of the future will be. It's a hero's journey, and it's our hero's journey that will never end, because we will continue to grow and to learn from here. This builds what many of today's employers are looking for, something you can't learn in a classroom, and it's unique to you. It's grit. Grit is your passion, your dedication, perseverance, and the attitude that will set you apart from other applicants in the real world. Life does not stand still. The future doesn't wait. We need to adapt to the changing environment around us. Life has plenty of challenges and opportunities, and it's up to our future self, our tomorrow's me, to face them head on with the skills and enthusiasm that the me of today has developed. So good luck out there, and congratulations, spring graduating class of 2016.
Thank you, Catherine, for those very wise words, and most importantly, thank you for sharing your life with us the last several years. We really appreciate that. Well done. I have the privilege now to present the Outstanding Graduate Award section of tonight's program. Graduates, for each one of you, this graduation ceremony represents a milestone in your continuous journey to make a difference, to be more focused on your future than when you first entered our doors. Tonight, when you exit the doors of the Conference Center with your new degree, we applaud each of you for the newfound skills and talents you will share with others. We now have an additional opportunity to honor a group of students who have been selected by our faculty and staff for a singular recognition. The Outstanding Graduate Award recognizes students who have not only demonstrated academic scholarship, but have truly stepped outside the classroom, oftentimes way beyond their own comfort zone, to boldly role model servant leadership, peer mentoring, community services, all to others, and sometimes the grit and determination to not let go of obstacles and anything that might stand in their way of their educational goals. 4 of our 5 outstanding graduate finalists are on stage with us tonight. I would direct your attention to the graduation program to read a brief summary of their accomplishments, and I can assure you it's only a brief summary. Each of the finalists have received a medallion in recognition of their achievements and a generous cash award from our SCF Foundation. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized by the audience tonight for your accomplishments. Ava Dorsamy. Natalie Maureen. Elizabeth Ann Miller. And Ella Starr. Our outstanding graduate for this commencement is Ella Starr.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be standing on this stage tonight. I want you all to understand exactly how much this college has meant to my life. These last 2 years that I spent at the State College of Florida have already made me successful, whether I take another step or not. My family and I have had a long journey to come here from Kazakhstan, with a marathon yet to go. Due to the people at the State College of Florida Foundation, who possibly are the most hardworking individuals that I've ever met, and who made this award a possibility for us. Those who have taught me, and those who have mentored me, and those who have blessed me. I will never forget that this award have changed my life, and this time at the State College of Florida have been one of the best 2 years of my life. I would like you to understand that this award has not only changed my life, but it changed the lives of my family as well. Thanks to you, we will succeed and we will live the American dream. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Ella. As our college approaches 60 years of providing higher educational opportunities for the citizens in our local communities, we've had a number of variations to our name. Proud to be the State College of Florida, Manatee-Sarasota, our music department has modified the college alma mater to reflect both our proud heritage and our official school song. Please rise and join us in singing the SCF alma mater, led by graduating music students, member of our chamber choir, and accompanied by our symphony orchestra. The words can be found on the bottom of the last page of your graduation program. Thank you.
Entrepreneur, philanthropist, community leader, all are appropriate descriptions for our guest speaker. We are honored to welcome John Horn, the CEO of Anna Maria Oyster Bar, to share some inspirational thoughts with us tonight. A veteran of the hospitality industry in Manatee County for more than 35 years, John began his career at Fast Eddie's Place while completing his business degree at Clemson University. He opened his restaurant, Anna Maria Oyster Bar, on the city pier in Anna Maria, Florida in 1996. Mr. Horn and his 326 co-workers have garnered many accolades over the years. From Small Business of the Year from both Manatee and Sarasota Chambers, to Spirit of Manatee Volunteer of the Year, to more than 60 People's Choice favorites from local newspaper readers. The Bradenton Convention and Visitors Bureau Initial Champion of Tourism Award followed 2 years later as well by the Tourism Ambassador of the Year. Last year, the Anna Maria Oyster Bars were named the National Corporation of the Year for the American Blood Banks Council. Mr. Horn is very active outside his restaurants as well. He has participated in and served in leadership positions for a long list, dare I say almost every community organization. He is married to Amanda Horn, and they are both very passionate about education and helping their community. They have hosted an annual golf tournament for 11 years, raising more than $600,000. They open their home to fundraisers for Pace Center for Girls, Women's Resource Center, and Cancer Support Center, among others. They firmly believe in collaboration with others, and 2 years ago joined forces with Stuart and Trudy Moon to host a new type of fundraiser, and have raised more than $250,000 to help students at SCF and other local colleges. Mr. Horn is very passionate about education and helping his community, but life is not all about work. Along with Amanda, John enjoys traveling anywhere that there's a cooking class with wine involved. Mr. Horn, I can't wait to hear your thought-provoking comments, and I'm confident your message will be encouraging to those here tonight. It's my privilege to welcome you to SCF. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Mr. John Horn.
I usually have a 7-second delay on a microphone when I get in front of people, so forgive me if I burst through. Good evening, and thank you, Dr. Probsfeld. That was awesome. If my advertising company ever quits us, I'm calling you quickly. It is truly my pleasure to share this evening with all of you. What a special night it is. I imagine some, if not all of you graduates sitting there thinking, who is John Horn? And why is he our commencement speaker? To be honest with you, when Carol called and asked me if I would be the commencement speaker, I know who John Horn is, but I asked pretty much the same question. Was it because I graduated from an Excel Ed to U class at SCF? Maybe, but I don't think that's what got me. I think default was what it was. The faculty wanted an entrepreneur. I never consider myself that, so I can't even pronounce it. A risk taker. Well, I'll go with that one. The all-time best commencement speaker, I believe, is Steve Jobs. But he's dead, so he couldn't be here tonight. When I think of a commencement speaker, I think of presidents and first ladies, both past and present. George W. was known for his "you too can be the president." I think he was poking fun at himself for the fact that if he could be president, anyone could be president. Maybe that's where Carol got the idea for me. If John can be successful, anyone can. So how did I get here? After my second year of college at University of Clemson, my diploma, it's very moldy, by the way. I dug it out of the garage. I was in about the same place as many of you are right now. 2 years of college behind me. I was working one of the phosphate mines in Polk County. My parents, who are here tonight, had a beach house on Anna Maria Island and spent weekends there in the summers. I came over to visit one weekend. We went to dinner at Fast Eddie's place, and my dad said, "You should move down here and live at the beach and wait tables during the summer." So I weighed these options very closely and very carefully. I didn't need pen and paper to write the pros and cons. I just said, phosphate mine, beach. Beach house with no parents. Phosphate mine. You can see it was an easy decision. So the next morning I went into Fast Eddie's. I applied for a job for anything, bus, server, handyman, and they hired me on the spot to be a busboy. So the next day I went back to Bartow. I quit my job at the mines, and I felt bad about quitting with no notice and My boss was awesome. He looked at me and said, "Son, when all you have to sell is your labor, sell it to the highest bidder." And he bid me good luck and told me to get out of his face. But it wasn't like I was, irreplaceable there. So the next morning, I showed up to work, started as a busboy, and so began my career in the hospitality industry. Ed Porter, the owner, was very hands-on at the restaurant every day. Too hands-on. But you may hear that from some of my staff too. Right, Peyton? He was also a talent scout. He could read people. He knew people, and he saw things in people, and he saw something in me. And he liked what he saw, and he realized the potential he saw in me. Now, this work ethic that he's seen had not been exposed before I started working at Fast Eddie's. Trust me. I did very, very little work before that, but it was inside me. My parents were two of the hardest working people you've ever seen in your life. They both worked hard, and we were a dual income household long before the label was created. I was promoted to server quickly and proceeded to dump a tray of food all over the floor at my first table. Just dumped the whole thing. I almost quit the restaurant industry on my first serving day. Just before returning to Clemson for my junior year, Ed met with me. He asked me what my major was and what my plans were. I told him that this semester I was pre-law. The year before I was pre-med. My first semester, I had a 1.76 GPA. That's why I'm not pre-med. Chemistry, biology, ugh. How many of y'all had a 1.76 GPA semester? Probably not a single one of you. Oh, I did see one hand. My boy. You got a future. I decided pre-law because my uncle was an attorney and my mother had been a court reporter for 30 years, and I knew I could get a job at my uncle's firm, right? Easy to do. But Ed offered me a scholarship. He said, "You have the passion in you. You have the love of the restaurant." He said, "If you'll commit to me for 2 years, I'll commit to you for 2 years." So he offered me money for the next 2 years. Now, I'm not talking a substantial amount of money, but it was good money. And the caveat was, if I worked for him for 2 years, the money was just considered salary for 2 years. If I didn't, I owed him the money back, no interest, and we'd call it even. Again, one of those tough, no-brainer decisions, right? So I took the money. I don't know if I told my parents, but it did give me more beer money for my next 2 years at school. But I had a direction. I had a job for the next 2 summers. I had a job when I got out of school, when I graduated. And I also found that passion for the hospitality industry. I found a passion for people. I found a passion for everything about the restaurant business. So back to Clemson I went, changed my major to administrative management. And I ended up graduating early from the 5-year program. It was hard pulling that 1.76 up, I'm telling you. So picture my graduation. There's 3,000 graduates, parents, faculty, just like today. As I walked across the stage to receive my diploma, it wasn't as moldy and dusty as this one. I thought, it was awesome to shake the president's hand, and then I looked out in the audience to see my parents. I wanted to see how they were doing. And so they've got a much better seat tonight, but I could still see them at Clemson. I saw the biggest grin on my dad's face. He was just so proud that his baby boy had finally done anything, much less graduated from college. And I looked over at my mom because I knew she'd just have tears rolling down her face. Was she crying? No. Was she smiling? No. She was giving me the slashing motion. And she was sitting there mouthing, "You're off my payroll." Is that true? She's right there. You're cut off. And I was. My parents are awesome. Mom has a shift to work at the restaurant on Sunday. You guys probably think it's Mother's Day, but we affectionately call it National Put Your Mother to Work Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Don't be late. I'm looking forward to our shift tomorrow. So school's over, and the real world is next, leaving professors, teachers, counselors, mentors behind. It reminds me of a story of an elementary school class. The children had all been photographed. The teacher was trying to persuade them each to buy a copy of the class picture. Just think how nice it'll be to look at when you're all grown up and say, there's Natalie Marin. She owns a chain of hotels in Bradenton. Hey, that's Peyton. She's physical trainer for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Hey, that's Lexi Cabral. Where the hell is she now? And there's Isaac. He's a conductor of the Boston Pops. And then a small voice in the back of the room rang out, and there's the teacher. She's dead. It'll happen. I want you all to do something for me. This is the only thing you have to do tonight. And you don't even have to do it tonight, but it's the only thing I'm going to ask you to do. You got 5 years to do it. So before 2021, I want you to reach out to someone that's touched you, that's helped you, that's been a mentor to you, that you remember. It could be a neighbor, it could be a boss, it could be a teacher. I wrote 2 letters, one to a college professor, he didn't remember me, and one to an English teacher from high school. She did. And I told them how much they impacted my life. And it just is amazing how many people that have touched you that don't know they've touched you. Let them know. Take a moment. Take 5 minutes and write them a note. Call them and say, thanks for helping. You may not have known you helped me, but you did. And you helped get me where I am. So college is over for me, and I spent the next 10.5 years what I consider getting a PhD in restaurant management. It certainly felt like a PhD. As much time as I put in and as much knowledge as I gained over the next 10.5 years working for Fast Eddie's place. The days were long, the weeks were long, but I never knew it because I loved what I was doing. They say if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm one of those fortunate people that have never worked a day in my life. I love what I do. Well, maybe my adult life. My dad had me in the orange groves when I was a kid. Did not enjoy working in the orange groves. In fact, I hated it. But I truly loved going to work today. Being around people, it's just phenomenal how much fun it is to, you think, I don't know if you can remember the movie Arthur, but Arthur might have had a drink and he was in a restaurant and he just said, aren't waiters great? You ask them for things and they bring them. And that's pretty much the simplicity of our job. People ask for things and we bring them. They come in, they eat, they have a good time, they pay their bill and they go home. How awesome is that? It's pretty simple, isn't it? So we can make people happy. We can enjoy being around people. It's the greatest industry in the world, in my opinion. While I was working 80 to 90 hours a week my first 10 years, I became a sponge. And not after work, but during work. I absorbed everything I could to do my job better. I was curious. I asked questions. I wanted to know my job better. I wanted to know everything there was to know about running a restaurant so that one day, when I owned my own restaurant, I would have hopefully made all the mistakes at somebody else's expense. I'm still making mistakes, but I'm the one paying for them now, unfortunately. But my chance did come. As Carol said, I opened the pier, Anna Maria Oyster Bar on the city pier in 1996, 20 years ago. It's hard to believe. I went to work every day in a pair of shorts. I still go to work every day in a pair of shorts. I have a pair of shorts on right now. So I rarely have a pair of pants on. And so when I do, I go to funerals, I don't care. That's how the dead guy knew me. So I've had women walk up to me when I've got slacks on, and they're like, I've never seen you with pants on. And I'm like, really? In front of my wife, you're going to say that? So our success on the island led to opening restaurants in town. We opened the Anna Maria Oyster Bar Landside. We like to have fun. So every one of our corporations has a stupid or crazy name. So we opened Landside, and it's called Opus Management Group, Inc. We like Opus wine. Why not, right? So we got sued by Opus Construction Company. I don't know. And they sent a cease and desist letter. And they said, we had it first. And I'm like, you can't find that name anywhere except on the Department of State's website. And they said, we still had it first. And so my uncle was my attorney, as I said, and I said, hey, can we do something about it? And so he sent a letter saying it's not anywhere. And we got the cease and desist letter back. And so we said, how much do you want to spend? We'll fight this. Well, we changed the name. It was easier. It only costs $400 to change the name. You know, you get an attorney involved, it costs forever. So we put a P on the front of it, and it's P-O-P-U-S, Management Group, Inc. How do you pronounce that? Anyone know? P-O-P-U-S. The P is silent. Opus Management Group, Inc. Problem solved. Don't roll over and take it. There's ways around everything. So people will call now because they'll say, is this Popus Management? Nope, it's Opus. And they'll look, huh? Anyway. After that, we opened the Lazy Lobster. It was on Lockwood Ridge Road. We named that Rock Ridge Restaurants for the movie Blazing Saddles. 5 years later, we opened the Cortez location. We named that one R to the fifth because it seemed like every time someone would ask a question of the landlord, if we could do something, he's like, right. So we're like, right. We couldn't name it that, so it's R to the fifth. And then came the Ellington store. We bought that location, so we opened an LLC, and we named that one The Lobotomy Wore Off. And they're like, why are you naming it that? And I said, well, somebody asked me if I was going to open another restaurant, and I said, not until the lobotomy wears off. So apparently it did. So I call my uncle again, and I say, I need to open a corporation. And he says, I tell him what it is. He goes, John, you can't do that. I turn into the 12-year-old. I'm like, why? And he says, because it needs to be like John Horn Restaurant or John Horn's Ellington Restaurant or something like that, so it's easy. Why? And he keeps asking me silly questions, and I keep asking the same silly question back to him. Why? And so finally he said, okay, you can do it. So we formed the corporation. About 3 weeks later, I get a call from the Bradenton Herald's business editor. He wants to do a story. There has to be a story on Lobotomy Wore Off. So he met me at the restaurant. We're in remodeling. A full front page of the business section of the Bradenton Herald. Oyster bar owner must be crazy. So I sent a copy to my Uncle Clint, and I said, can't buy this, can you? So what's the corporation that's going to run the Ellington store? So I asked my office manager, what do you have in mind? What do you think we should do? And she said, I don't care what the name is, but it better not have an R in it anywhere, because she was having trouble filing R to the fifth, Rock Ridge. So we named that one No R's in Ellington. So after being off the island for 16 years, we just recently, within 3-4 months, we opened a restaurant on Bridge Street in Braden Beach. And the name of that corporation is We're Back. So we're having a blast. As Carol explained and described, we do a lot in the community. We're involved in the community a lot. We love our community, and we love what the community does for us. Our belief is we get a lot from our community in customers and help and business. We should give a lot back to our community. And Amanda and I do, our restaurants do. We're, as Carol described, we have a lot of events at our house. We have a lot of events at the restaurant. We're on boards. We're out there. Our crew is volunteering. Our crew is doing all kinds of things to help out. And that's what I believe, separates us, and that's what helps us be successful. You've got to be out there. You've got to be helping. You've got to be learning about people. So my advice to you is to get on boards, volunteer. I know a lot of you do community service, and a lot of you are out there, but get on board. What do all the boards and the volunteer programs have in common besides zero pay? Contacts. You'll make contacts and build relationships in your world that would be invaluable to you when you're becoming successful. I haven't built the Anna Maria Oyster Bars alone. I have a team surrounding me that work their keisters off. Believe me, they work hard. They're the ones that have earned the accolades of what Carol listed earlier by doing all the heavy lifting and all the hard work. And I get all the glory, I get all the plaques, and I get invites to talk to wonderful people like you tonight. I'll tell you, I'm the most fortunate guy I know. All of the accolades, the press, and the goodwill are great. But the one thing I'm most proud of in my 35 years is my team. We have 347 of the finest people there are. They take care of the house and our guests, and we try to take care of them as well. Each year, we reward our long-term staff, anyone that's been with us 3 years or more, with a trip. We call it our longevity trip. And we go somewhere different all the time. Your fellow grad, Peyton Whitaker, has been on several trips as she's worked with us for 7 years. Last year, there were 98 of our staff members eligible. They'd been with us 3 years or more. And those 98 represented 848 years of oyster bar experience. Think about that. That's almost 9 years at the oyster bars average of those 98 people. It's unheard of in our industry, and it's something I absolutely am most proud of, is being able to keep a wonderful staff. I could go on forever, and it's the team you surround with. There are 926 of you receiving degrees. You're a team. You have taken classes together, studied together, dated each other, broken up with each other, repeated the process several times, I'm sure, attended or played in sporting events. You've donated blood together. Speaking of donating blood, I got to donate blood with some of you at your last blood drive on campus, and I asked a couple of you what you were looking for from a commencement speaker. I don't think they knew it was me or that I was going to be the speaker. I just asked. So one of you, whose name I won't reveal, told me that the best speech had a good beginning, a good ending, and make sure they're very, very close together. I'm trying to heed your advice. Does it sound like it's been the perfect ride at the oyster bars with no hiccups? So what happened with the Lazy Lobster? It was a bad partner, a bad relationship, and a bad decision on my part. I failed miserably at the Lazy Lobster. You're going to make bad decisions in business. If you never make a bad decision, you're not making enough decisions. Make decisions and move on. You're going to fail at relationships. Not all relationships you get into are good ones. Find the best you can. I did 10 years ago when I met Amanda. She's been a tremendous part of my success, way more than she gets or takes credit for. So congratulations, graduates of the State College of Florida. All of us here are very proud of you. Well done. All the best as your journey continues.
Thank you, Mr. Horn, for being with us tonight. Will all the candidates for graduation please stand? Dr. Probstfield, these candidates have satisfied all requirements as prescribed by the faculty and approved by the District Board of Trustees of State College of Florida, Manatee-Sarasota, for bachelor and associate degrees and certificates of completion.
by virtue of the authority vested in the State Department of Education and through them in the District Board of Trustees of State College of Florida, Manatee-Sarasota, and through them in me, I hereby confer upon you the following degrees: the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Applied Science, the Certificate of Completion, the Associate in Science, and Associate in Arts degree, with all the rights and privileges which pertain thereto among scholars everywhere. At this time, I invite the graduates to take the lead of the ushers, who will direct you to come to the front of the stage to receive your degree.
Okay. Our faculty readers tonight are Physical Therapy Assistant Program Manager Matthew Connell and Assistant Professor Janet Samuels. Photographers will be taking individual photographs as students cross the stage and receive their degree. Another photo will be taken after the student has exited the stage. This ceremony is being videotaped and will be available at a later date on the SCF website.
Elizabeth Ann Miller. Jake Ryan Moran. Mallory Jean Vorse. Kimberly Sue Lee. Alexa Jillian Cabral. Carmen Antonia Valenzuela. Paige Patman. Lauren Nicole Ciambrone. Christina K. Dixon. Mary Marie Sampson. Brian R. Hill. Claudia Iona Valentin Henry. Arlene Gustave. Dorothy Mirzas. Kayla Ann Drum. Cho Yi Mon Mong. Brandy Brown. Jessica Lee Craig. Zachary D. Sopak. Andrew Thomas Kish. Benjamin Rupert Durham Kilcullen. Heather Reese Swarm. Tina Marie Neary. Kate Marie Calandria. Edith Rebecca Larson. Thomas Torok. Christina Lee Robbins. Tina Randolph Smith. Zinthia Mendoza. Simone Bianca Lundy. Brandy Ann Hyde. Jutland Jones. Olga Koch. Shanice Ophelia Lee. Diane Brussel Ovart. Congratulations are now in order for those students who have successfully completed a certificate and/or associate in science degree, programs designed for immediate employment upon graduation. Rebecca Pearl Augustinowitz. Stephen Joseph Sloan. Michelle Andrea Bolton. Tanya Ann McQuire. Denise Suzanne Calflish. Crystal Marie Morocco. Maria Dania Matthews. Jin Boytill. Christopher Mercado. Venetia Rose Hoskins. Sarah Lynn Unger. Monica Joy Martin. Jennifer Erin McCarrick. Georgia Ramos Gangnagle. Benjamin Sales. Ashley Kuchla. Jessica Ray Erb. Katrina M. Gray. Rhonda K. Lanham. Alyssa Walnick. Kimberly Jane Bolden. Rochelle Rossa. Michael Ryan Talbot. Brooke C. Preston. Charles Bayesh. Victor Malawan. Peyton Christine Whitaker. Emily M. Perina. Monica Maria Bowen. Sierra Victoria Rodas. Devin Elizabeth McCrae. Francis Potridge. Tiffany Ann Oliver. Tessa Mae Dykes. Natalia Waters. Eugene Carras. Christopher Parisi. Joseph Zuccotti. Eric Ruiz. Gianna Gary. Vaniki Shapiro. Sarah Hall. Tanner Joseph Samowich. Carissa Pisano. Michael C. Falzone. Jacqueline Nieta Sosa. Bruce Edward Pickett. Victoria Razzo. Tiffany Brooke Young. Holly Britton Dillon. Kimberly Mathis. Christopher Martinez. Megan Jefferson. Leah Crooks. Michael Mackenzie Morninger. Pascal Suissa. Joshua Alvarado. Natalie E. Thornburn. Victoria Janko. Emily Fawcett McGrew. Nicolette Tuttle. Lindsay Rose Hankerson. Mallory Lietta Smith. Karen Campbell. Cassandra Sherelle Thomas. Travis M. Pendergrass. Michelle Leanne May. Taryn Renee Meek. Aurora Magdalena Liao. Michelle Nicole DeShazy. Constance Jolynn Healy. Olga Clippert Blue. Caitlin Marie Smith. Kenneth Aaron Morales. Julian C. Gillies. Ryan Michael Craig. Sandra Craig. Viviana Rodriguez. Dr. Probesfield, it is my privilege to present the candidates for the University Parallel Associate in Arts degree. Christine Dorette Sulana. Sarah Ann Martin. Victoria Rose Dennison. David Manuel Gonzalez. Chelsea Brown. Catherine Ann Brown. Carla Tatiana Reyes. Ella Elmira Starr. Ava Reina Charmaine Dorseme. Natalie Martin. Tiffany Nicole Petre Zempol. Ronnie Lynn Burris. David George Burrell. Donald Eugene Humphrey. Michael William Rock. Thomas Ray Albert, Jr. Aaron Jacob Lampel. Emily Lynn Young. Cassidy Alana David. Zuflina Olena Tersova. Samantha Tori Slowick. John Evan Fitzgerald. Lee David Weiss. Gabrielle Ann Bazana. Madison Alexis Frost. Mackenzie Lynn Weiss. Caitlin Nicole Otis. Shane Nicholas Lynch. Stephen Keith. Valerie Carol Gloschner. Emily Jean Champagne. Ella Marie Melzer. Sarah Beth Williams. Emily Morgan Heath. Emily Catherine Johansson. Desmond Zachary James Brown. Carlos Humberto Guerra. Austin James Nichols. Rachel Catherine Neiman. Kayla Monique Salado. Madison Burrell Turner. Melissa A. Guet. Kiana Fredericks. Jacob Wayne Johnston. Caitlin Christine Wilson. Jillian Olivia Halverson. Nicole Hittel. Mackenzie Marie Combs. Cassidy Morving Neptune. Caleb J. Loppy. Vincent Lamar Sellers. Joshua Michael Jean Coe. Allison Early. Gracie Wilson. Julia Nicole Berger. Maxim Andrich Cherney. Nicholas Faceni. Timothy Lee Sullivan. Christopher Charles. Sophia Inez Lawanza. Taylor Nicole Hallbeck. Joshua David Audette. Robert P. Burns. Quentin Eric Ferring. Olivia Jean Dorino. Stephen Tran. Brianna Ray Glover Varniceller. Jessica Marie Vieira. Juliana Steele Costanzo. Connor Owen Peck. Marissa L. Obecker.
Nicholas Wendrick. Dennis Dion Quigley. Candice O'Neill Woodworth. Amy Post McLeod. Jerkoya Christine Waiters. Bailey Lorena Broadcorb. Marlon Orozco. Kyle Raymond Stone. Michael Friedman. Donald John Manili. Paola Stay. Wanda de Herrera. Selena Marie Mueller. Daniel Quiñones. Brittany Siobhan Burkhart. David Kenneth Janik. Natalie Stephanie Lafuente. Sondos Dartwale. Mikhail Bennett Smith. Danielle Denisha Green. Christopher Jord Rodriguez. Juvelin Talaban Jalak. Erin Elizabeth Petz. Susana Maria Gutierrez. Connor Mary O'Reilly. Pamela O'Reilly. Rinda Admon Kerr. Megan Christina Nipper. Rebecca Noel Hemingway. Suzanne K. Spear. Jordan Elizabeth Caswell. Katrina Cassandra Green. Austin Hoagland. Ardelia Juliet McPhail. Isaac Daniel Morales. Janine Heath Johnson. Holly Victoria McKinney. Logan Wade Haga. Lydia Sawyer. Ryan Michael Rogers. Taylor Klein. Alexis Claire Jenkins. Taylor Olivia Cooley. Shaquana Dillard. Kaliqua Kelly Atkins. Jasmine Lachey Roberts. Dylan George Kona. Stephanie Joyce Legg. Margaret Elizabeth Harvey. David A. White, Jr. Deborah Ling Hollingsworth. Maricel Angelique Cumbo. Brandon Joan Guzman Ortiz. Jasmine Renee Walker. Kayla Marie Campbell. Kelisha Natasha Reese. Diane Bedell. Gabriela Maria Solis. Julia Navarro Martinez. Megan Nicole Devereaux. Justin Lee Riffner. Griffin Zane Scott. Rebecca Castro. Nicholas Allen Britt. Rachel Angelina Dignazio. Nadir Anwar Ajib. Lyric Kushay Shakis Bartels. Leah Sheree Ingram. Brooke Wynn Patro. Jessica Ann Stark. Maria Sarah Goodwin. Quinteria S. Holmes. Alexis Nicole Cullen. Jeremy Watson Hobbs. Michael Tyrone Cummings. Ben Sobeski. Emily Janine Walton. Jordan Marie Makowski. Jennifer Whitehead. Gunther Document. Kyle Mark Christopher Noblet. Lily Kate Carmichael. Carissa Ann Davis. Tatiana Maria Leon. Olivia Ivona Dorsami. Danielle Barrett. Jordan Suzanne Cohn. Kendra Sue Baudet. Jonas Nettleroth. Robert Sherwood Hodgson. Daniel Job Komarov. Logan Shaney. Nathan Cronkite. David Cronkite. Joseph Walter Devlin. Terry Lynn Oyola. Allison A. Clark. Heather Lynn Palmer. Jamie April Tabor. Joanna Jaramillo. Annie Nguyen. Nathaniel Camarda. Vincenzo Camarda. Emily Nicole Wellman. Amanda Grace Clemens. Rachel Jeanette Strebel. Tunde Somare. Brooke Patricia Gruber. Carly M. Roca. Jamie Leanne Williams. Victor Gutierrez Jr. Melissa Martinez. Juan Contreras. Jacqueline M. Grosale. Brittany Nicole Burgess. Sadie Rose Lipman. Justine Elizabeth Stillman. Sarah Brooke Thomas. Danielle de la Torre. Jean M. Foot. André Luis de Sousa Fernandez. Brittany Christine Hinkle. Sinclair Marie Germaid. Sharif Hicks. Kyle Robert Anderson. Cody N. Hornberger. Marissa Ware. Kylie Oriana Henslick. Grant James Gooding. Daniel R. Jones. Lucia Villalpando. Alisa Marie Doolittle. Brooklyn Narelle Wilhelm. John Wayne Johnson Jr. Danielle Monique Kelly. Winchell Carly Sosu. Nissa Geraldine Sosu. Mark Henry Jean. Rose Develine Alexander. Isaiah Saldivar. Jonathan Michael Bucham. Nico Vincent Rodriguez. John C. Cordone. Arthur Stephen Bobrek. Sierra Grace Amaro. Angela Lynn Genokro. Hannah Elaine Royce. Javier Vicente Almeida. Keegan Patrick Pace. Carrie A. Angel. Elizabeth Christine Sykes. Ashley Jane Nelson. Fanta Hinton Jones. Rhonda Lynette Kilgore. Michael S. Griffin. Kayla Nicole Wilkins. Jovian Battis. Damon Segal Cartwright. Daniel Omar Valdivia. Zachary Aaron Butler. Courtney Brooke Danielle Thompson. Cassandra Claire Yerger. David Anthony McGill. Colin Leslie Moore. Ryan Lee Romero. Tristan Lee Evleth. Thomas Philip Calandra. Austin Michael Smith. Christian Ryan Photos. Casey Nicole Helms. Jennifer Irene Bowling. Titus Ty Strom. Erin Catherine Gilbert. Colby Seamus Wheeler. María Salomé Arias Arenas.
New graduates, please rise. You may now move the tassel on your academic cap from the right side to the left side as an indication you have received your degree. Our faculty and staff join me in extending to you our best wishes as you continue your education and begin your careers in the years ahead. Family and friends, join me one more time in congratulating our outstanding State College of Florida graduates. Guests, If our guests could please remain at your seats until the platform party, faculty, and all of our graduates have exited the auditorium. At that time, you can meet your graduates outside. Thank you again for coming, and congratulations to all our graduates and their families. Now, be merry and celebrate.